Hi, it's Stacy Parks from filmspecific.com, and I'd like to talk to you about the 5 biggest mistakes filmmakers make with business plans. This is based on my experience reading many business plans over the years. From back when I was a foreign sales agent to now, a lot has come across my desk, so I've been able to see what works and what doesn't. All right, so let's get started. The first biggest mistake I see filmmakers making is that the business plans are just too long. Look, there's no need for 50, 60 page plans. I promise you, no one is even going to read it. Stick to 10 to 20 pages max if you can. And remember that most savvy investors will just skip to what's in it for them anyway, okay, which is basically the return on investment. So don't create something so big and long and cumbersome that it doesn't get read at all. The second biggest mistake I see with business plans is a misguided finance plan. Well, what I mean by this is in today's market, if you're planning to make a film for anything over, let's say, $500,000 to $1 million, you really need to be complementing your budget with other sources of financing aside from private equity. And one of the things I see quite often are business plans trying to raise $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, and even more, all in private equity financing, which if you were to research what recent acquisition prices are, you'd see that that's completely unrealistic approach. And this leads us to our third biggest mistake. The third biggest mistake I see with business plans is no clear path to market and no real distribution strategy to speak of. Listen, it's okay to say you intend to get into Sundance or Toronto and get picked up in some big all rights deal. That's fine. You can put that in your business plan as your plan A, but what's your plan B? Since that plan A I just illustrated really doesn't happen to 99.9% of films, okay? So you really have to have a plan B distribution strategy clearly stated in your plan so the investor gets a real sense of how you're really going to pay their money back. Okay, which then leads us to mistake number 4, which is unrealistic sales projections for your film. So after you describe what your distribution strategy is going to be in your business plan, you want to show the investor what realistic sales projections look like. And one of the mistakes I see out there are way overinflated projections. Basically, ones done to justify whatever budget the filmmaker wants to make the film for. Now, this is a big no-no. In fact, it should be done backwards. Look at what realistic sales projections look like and then back into your budget that way, not the other way around. And finally, mistake number 5 is no clear understanding of recoupment and investor upsides. Bottom line is an investor is going to want to know when they are going to be paid back. And in my experience, most business plans assert that they will start cash flowing much sooner than is realistic. Because let's face it, the way sales cycles work in distribution, it may take 18 to 24 months after you complete the film before you can start positive cash flow. So there you have it, the 5 biggest mistakes filmmakers make with their business plans. For more in-depth coverage on this topic, visit filmspecific.com. And for access to sample sales projections, sample distribution contracts, and more, consider joining our global network and become a member of Film Specific. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video training, and I'll see you next time.